Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to the CNY CON after party. Woo! How's it going, guys?
Good. How about
Here
you?
we got.
Great.
I'm doing great. We got George in the middle, Dave on the. Scratch that, reverse that. Dave in the middle, George on the far, my right, your left, maybe. I don't know how this thing works.
Yeah.
Directions, who knows? Fresh in from New York and the CNY Con with a whole bunch of cool stuff to talk about for the evening. I know some other people are doing the same thing, but we got the stars of the freaking con here. So you can go watch those other shows later. George, Dave, what's happening? You guys get some rest after all that lugging and stepping and fetching and moving all that heavy crap and putting it all away.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to need a few more days or so, or the rest of next week, to kind of fully recover Shadow. But it was tremendous. You know, it was a great show. Yeah, it was really a great convention. We decided to amp up things for the convention, and we've been working. We worked for months and months.
I know.
February, since almost the beginning of the year. We had plans to do a lot. We had plans from the end of the convention last year when Roger told us about the Conan movie, and it kind of spurred some things that we wanted to do. But the last 5 months or so have been really heavy on us to get prepped for the convention, and we were more than happy to do everything we did, and the results were tremendous. Like I said, a great show with, a great convention, I should say, with a lot of great people and all the attendees.
Wish I could have been there.
Oh, it was tremendous. Oh, we're going to have to get you there, Shadow. So,
and everybody keeps saying that. I mean, Death Angel and a bunch of other people were like, dude, you got to go. We got to go. And I'll be bringing with me some friends. I'm going to find a way to get Off Grid there and a few other folks. And everybody's talking about you guys right now, all over the internet. You guys stole the show. You did some things that nobody's ever done, probably in D&D convention history. What's up, Mobius? And everybody was just blown away with, not just the thing, that we'll talk about in a minute, but your whole presentation, man. I saw that and I looked around, and it was like if someone had told me it was an Arduin con, it looked like it. You know what I mean? It literally looked like an Arduin con, which needs to happen. There needs to be an Arduin con because there is enough stuff to support that. And when you get people like me and a few other YouTubers and stuff, and they all come down to whatever place that is, maybe Texas, and then everybody's like live streaming at different times, kind of like CleriCon, because CleriCon was made up of a whole bunch of Canadian YouTubers and people who could get there close to Father Aaron. Arduin Con, I'm telling you guys, make it happen.
We'll see. That's a ton of work.
I'll take it on the road. You guys can sit back in the cushy office.
Exactly.
Air conditioning. I'll get Off Grid. Me and Off Grid will get a trailer and a motorhome or something, and we'll just do the tour, man, for a whole year.
Do the tour.
We'll right afterwards.
Yeah, the convention though, Central New York on right now, that's our stick.
How do you know it?
That for us, it's the one and only convention for us. And again, it's a tremendous, the best one in all the region here of New York State, Pennsylvania, right to Canada, right to Cleveland, the whole area down in Pennsylvania.
So you get to the Great Lakes, and then
you have a whole right from Toronto down Montreal. It's absolutely spectacular, and what Roger and his crew and all the great people there do is just, it's fabulous. And again, we're more than happy to support it again with all the great people. And I really mean that. We truly mean that. The great people, there's people, Shadow, that we're going, and,
Yep.
a lot of different connections to a lot of different people. And it's just fabulous. And yeah, we don't pull any punches when it comes to the booth and everything we do and everything we pour into it. I will have updates just to let everybody know in the next few days or so, the next 2-3 days, we'll have posts with more news, with pictures from the convention and things that went on. But again, it was tremendous. The amount of people we got to talk to, the people coming up to us, just to interact with people was great. And one of the fabulous things was, and I got to give a ton of credit to Rich from Red Dragons Horde here in Buffalo, for him and Josh, who came and helped us. And Rich ran the Arduin games, 3 of them, called Eye of Set, which he ran Friday and Saturday. And it was absolutely tremendous.
And he hasn't run any Arduin games before except one playtest. So
yeah, this was him first time running official Arduin games in probably 20 years official.
I just got through Kurt cussing them out too, huh? Didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. And like I said, what he did with those games was absolutely spectacular. We planned that for a while again, and Rich did a ton of the work and invested himself into it. We brought a 55-inch flat screen TV in a custom-made base. We also put a skirt around it, and he
Rich
built
always plays on that. So
yeah, Rich, that's what he does. Is he has a completely interactive electronic environment, similar to VTT. It's right on the tabletop right there. So
yeah, it's like one of those old
made a lot of
like those lay down video games, like the old Pac-Man that you find in bowling alleys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will see him a digital tabletop, and I will raise him my entire collection of Dungeons and Lasers and see what people prefer, the 3D minis or the newfangled freaking. I'm getting old digital
Shadow
stuff.
We did a combo.
Well, I still use the minis.
Yeah. I was going to say we did a combo. Not only was it the electronic surface for the table to use, but in addition, we did all the miniatures for the characters and for all the monsters. All the encounters were hand painted.
And did Chris paint those?
Yes, Chris painted all of those. So those came from literally halfway around the world from Hawaii that they came. And that was months of work and planning. So, they came to us, went to Chris.
Too.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. I could do that.
Yeah, that's the frame from the game, which was a custom conversion. Chris not only painted, but he created the flames on the sword, which is the magic item that the frame uses for the game that Rich ran. So we did use 3D metal miniatures in the game, and you could move on the electronic board. So it was a tremendous experience that everybody had. Yep. You got it, Shadow. That was
Jackie's supposed to paint this one, but he's lagging. I might have to pick up the slack for him. Just saying.
Yeah.
What's up, Off Grid? We were just talking about you, man.
Step it up.
Yeah. Off Grid, we got to see you next year. So I know you're planning. So, hey, Noah. I know Noah was in the game at Central New York Con. He was in there too. So we had a lot of great people who came in to.
I think you met a lot of new people as well. I was thinking about that. You probably had nonstop shaking of hands. The whole time because.
I would say good turnout. The majority of players were new to Arduin that came in. They kind of heard of it and came in.
Okay.
And then the rest were people who knew Arduin, who kind of, we had dealt with it, sometimes, have dealt with over the year or so last year. But it was a great mixture of people. The games went really well. Everyone had a ton of fun. And the game, when we did the game, one of the things we did for everybody, since we were so appreciative of the people who gave us a chance to play in the game for Arduin for the first time. At the end of the game, after everything was done, and we'll talk about the cards and that stuff in a little bit, Shadow, but I wanted to
Mhm.
hone in that what Dave and I did is one of the special things we did, every single player who played in the Arduin games for the convention got a replica sword, Conan Atlantean sword, an 8-inch version. I don't know, Dave, if you have it there, but each player in the game received one of these at the end of the game
I
as a
do.
special thank you. And the theme of the convention was Conan. So they received this from Emperor's Choice, every single
That's
player.
that looks
Yeah.
pretty big,
It's
you know.
just so you know,
It's pretty
it's
big.
8 inches and
Yeah, I don't think
it's
they make
all
action
metal.
figures big enough to carry that. Just
Yeah.
saying.
It's
Yeah,
a
we will
it's a
definitely.
it's a zinc alloy, Shadow, so it's real metal, not plastic or anything like that.
So
So it's an
they
actual,
It's just a nice little tassel.
yeah,
Can't get,
comes with
oh
a
nice.
tassel. Yep. And then the scabbard has like a keychain on it, right, Dave? Yep, there you go. And then there's the
So it
scabbard.
would probably be best to leave those in the package, uh, going back on the airplane or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you might have
yeah, if
trouble.
they let you
You
on
may
with it.
want to, yeah, you probably want to pack it in your suitcase if you're going to
Yeah,
travel.
yeah.
You
I
know,
was gonna say
you don't
that
want
or
to
that.
try to, because if they see that at TSA, they're probably going to confiscate it.
The
So,
hell they
got to be,
will.
yeah.
I'll go.
Now, there, Dave is showing off. Not only did we have the Atlantean sword, there you go, Dave. Now you can see it. We have the father's sword in the 8-inch. We're selling those there also. So we wanted to get both swords again because of the Conan movie that Roger had as the theme uh, for the whole convention. We felt that would have been appropriate. So we had both swords. In addition, what I would like to say, Friday night, the convention was extended an extra day. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And on Friday, games ran, the convention opened at 3, games ran from 4 to 8. At 8:30, Roger closed everything down. And in the main hall, he was getting prepped to show Conan, the original movie. Conan the Barbarian. So what Dave and I did to plan for that, the big swords we just showed you, Dave is showing. We also did little versions, and that's the small version of the Conan sword. And Dave, do you have? There's the father's sword, which are both keychains, and those are like about what, Dave? 4 inches. They're about half the size, maybe
Yeah,
a little less.
about that.
So yeah. So what we did before the movie started, when Roger was just finishing his speech, he called me up because I asked him if he would call me up. And what we did is we did a little speech to thank everybody in the convention and for Roger. And what we did was every single person at the convention watching the Conan movie received that Conan, the miniature Conan sword with the scabbard. And in addition, and I know we'll talk about the Shadow, uh, they received our Arduin Pocket Rule card set, which we made
Classy as hell, man.
specifically for the convention.
How did you guys know how many people were going to be there and prep for that? Just saying.
We
That
had
it
no
sounds like
idea. We estimated anywhere from 50 people to 100 people to 150. We were ready for as many as possible. So
okay.
we were gonna do we were gonna go fully in no
It's
matter
not like
what.
it's
We
more
handed out,
carrying. It was just for the show. So
yeah.
Mhm.
But by the time the movie ended at 10:30 Friday night at the end of the Conan movie, we had
Mhm.
given out 75 sets, 75 of the Conan swords with the card sets. So every single one, 75 went that evening to the
Nice.
convention, to all the
I,
attendees.
guys, Bloodworth was on my show twice, 2 or 3 times last week, and on his own show, he could not stop talking about those blades. He was just like over the moon.
Yeah.
I think one time he was in the car, just like gush, and he just freaking loved those things. And then he came on the show and showed them and the whole bit. He even showed off the cards, and he said he's gonna when he runs it, he's going to take the rule cards and put them on one sheet of paper so he can just hand it out to his players or what have you, which I thought was very cool because I mean, unless he wants to go out and buy a set each, which I think he should do, but that's me. Yes, off grid. These guys are the best. You know that. You have been on the receiving end of their generosity more than once, I think. Um, uh, I'm kind of surprised that you didn't have any of these, but these are holy relics now.
We're yeah,
He brought
we
a
only
few. I
we
told George
only
not
had
to
a
bring any, but he brought them.
yeah. We're down to we only have a limited supply of those left, Shadow. So
I'll
we're
take them all.
kind of husbanding them a little bit, just keeping them
Yeah,
because
it's just a
we've
few
given
hundred.
out. Yeah,
Just
we
a
only
few
have a
hundred.
little
Okay.
bit. Yeah, so we got
I could. I never mind.
yeah, but here's the thing though, Shadow. In addition to what we did Friday night with the movie, Roger
Mhm.
does this awesome thing where he does a scavenger hunt where you get a sheet of paper from the convention and you go to all the different vendors and each of us had a stamp and a letter at our booth. We would stamp like it would say Emperor's Choice and we'd stamp the Emperor's Choice. In
Mhm.
addition, they had to find a letter at each of the booths. And what it was is if you complete all the stamping, you would get 10 tickets for the raffle for free to use in the raffle that they do for the auction. But
That didn't require a purchase, did it?
no,
No.
no, it was for the attendees. Like if you came
Okay.
in for a weekend, you didn't have to purchase. It was an extra that Roger did for the convention. He did it last year. But the extra thing
Nice.
that he did this year is the letters. If you were to look closely, there was a hidden saying with the letters in the piece of paper you had. And for the people who figured that out, there was an additional prize. If you figured that out, Roger signed it and then they came to our booth, which we initialed. And guess what we did? Dave, if you want to show the small father sword, every person who completed that as a prize, we gave them the father sword keychain, the small version.
Nice.
So
So
every
I gotta ask, what was the phrase? What was the magic words?
you know what? How about this? I don't know. We don't know.
I knew what it was actually, but I'm forgetting right now.
Yeah. And as appropriate, guess what was the letter we had in the Emperor's Choice booth?
A.
A, of course. We had A for Arduin. So,
These guys are
but
aces.
yeah.
The first
So,
letter in role playing games.
yeah.
The King of Kings of role playing games. Not to get too sacrilegious, but I mean seriously,
No,
guys.
no.
For
Yeah.
I mean,
So
there's bigger
we were
companies
happy.
out there that would might try to
So if you were
outdo
an
you,
attendee,
but I don't think they could.
Yeah.
no, you know what? We enjoy it to see the face on the attendees and the people, especially the ones that went
You
to the
guys get it.
movie.
You guys
And then
get it.
when they completed everything, Shadow, now you got the small Conan, keychain sword, and then the father, and then you have the card set, and you have a memento from the convention,
Mhm.
that you could carry from on now. And like I said, we were more than happy. Whatever we could do, the VIP bags, we went crazy as much as possible. We gave out one free miniature to every VIP, an Arduin adventure book, one of the Corinth maps also. So
Mhm.
we went all out
Well,
because we
you
feel
guys get
strong.
it. I mean, you guys have been part of every one of our giveaways on this channel. I hope that
Yeah,
continues, whether or not
Yeah.
can participate and give stuff away. But you guys get it. That's why I do it. I just mailed something today to one of my friends. Uh, uh, One of the few people literally the only person um, that I've met in person so far out of 6 years. He and his wife came down, drove 2.5 hours to pick up their prize from one of the first giveaways.
Oh
And
wow.
Mike and Jen, from Married with Gaming. They drove all the way down here, and my house was, I think, under construction or something, and I couldn't invite them in, or we had guests or whatever. And we just sat out and we talked for like 2.5 hours, and then they happened to win the craft challenge last month, and I sent them out something really nice, and that's the most fun I have here is giving away cool stuff. I mean, I love the conversations. Don't get me wrong, but the idea that something that I cared a lot about is now in the hands of somebody else is just there ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, we got caught up on some giveaways too at that con. So
Yeah, there is. Yeah, Dave.
couple.
But I know you guys don't have that stuff yet in your hands. So there's
Oh,
other than
gotcha.
the maps. But I figured might as well just send it all at once.
Oh, I
If you
see.
can,
Okay.
you know, otherwise it's you got to keep sending stuff and hand the post office more money and you know, uh,
That makes sense.
yeah. I mean, because you guys got a lot of stuff, and I know. Speaking of which, I don't know where George went, but I'll wait for him to come back because I want to show what you guys sent me because I have no idea.
Oh,
Who's
he just
Jackie?
vanished.
Yeah. He'll be back as maybe he had to use the restroom. He didn't say anything, so I'm assuming it's some sort of glitch. Um,
I think he got booted because there's only the two of us on here now.
that's what I mean. Hey, what's up, Edgelord? Uh, uh, if, you're in communication with him right now or what have you. Uh, all I have to do is just hit the link again and come right back in. Um,
He says he lost his internet.
well, I mean, you
Maybe,
could always.
maybe he
Is
had a
it there?
rogue storm come in there. I got him on the cell phone. He says he lost his internet.
Oh, thanks, Edgelord. As you know, my boy did the flags on the map, and we're looking for a picture frame for our autographed one. That's not that one. It's a little smaller, um, like a one of a kind, where William Watt autographed it for Jackie, and he did all those flags. He finished them like one day before his 15th birthday. Spectrum, no kidding, right? And he finished those before his 15th birthday. And he spent the first month of his summer vacation drawing all those maps up, going through the World Book of Cause and reading about the countries and trying to get just the right feel for it because he does flags as a hobby. One of the only people, I guess, in the world who do fantasy flags with a degree in vexillology or whatever. Not that he has the degree, but he might as well because he knew more about that shit than I ever even realized, and uh, now he's the youngest professional uh, producer of art or whatever for an RPG, except for those little kids in China who are painting the Whiz Kids minis. Uh, thanks. Uh, that's what we have as well. Yeah, Spectrum. I think that's what we have too. But we don't. Uh, we have some issues. Uh, Starlink is always running along. It takes a torrential storm to disrupt the signal, but it's up again immediately following a disturbance. Um,
I guess we now know what off-grid uses.
but yeah, he's a big fan of Starlink. I didn't have a real choice in the matter. What the hell? He's sitting on a phone, not even mine. I don't know whose that is. I took more of an interest in heraldry and heraldic shields myself. Yeah, I watched them growing up, drawing flags and maps of imaginary versions of the United States and the world. Like playing these little war games that he was making up in his head. He had like a D6 and dry erase markers and stuff. And you know, next thing you know. Uh, He's a professional. So before you pop out again,
Yeah,
uh,
I am so sorry. The internet
I was
cut
just
out
giving you
here.
a hard
I
time.
can't believe it.
I was just giving you a hard time. I'm going to open up
Got
this.
that cut rate internet over there.
I'm going
Yo,
to open
yeah.
up this box from these guys, from you guys, and because I have no idea what's in it. But they sent me something. It's been sitting in my my house for a day or two, and you have no idea how hard it is for me to not do the thing, and find out what's in it. Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
have to make some.
sorry, guys. So,
What did I miss?
oh no, that's awesome. I don't know where you
You
guys
didn't
were
miss
at.
anything.
Okay.
No, I meant the comments.
Oh,
Oh,
Thanks, Edgelord. I will make it. Oh, bubble wrap. Okay, it looks like a sword. I'm gonna pull it all out so I can put the box back down on the floor.
there you go.
Oh shit, this is heavy. Oh, guys, hold on. You, okay, that's. I'm gonna make a joke about that in a minute, but
Yeah. No, go ahead, Shadow.
um, okay. Not one, not two, not three. Looks like four sets of the cards. That's
yeah.
freaking amazing.
Yes.
I know where some of these are going to go right away, but I also know who ain't getting shit.
Hmm.
Now, there's a couple of
Yeah.
people who are going to absolutely love this. Okay, I'm going to open up one of these packs in a minute. I want to see the other things because I see swords.
I recommend
Okay.
opening those cards from the bottom.
Pardon?
I recommend when you open those cards, do it from the bottom.
Oh, okay. I also have a trick when it comes to open up things like that.
Yeah.
I learned
Okay.
a while ago. See if I can find it. Okay. Um, one, two, three. Oh, you even got a business card in here. That's freaking cool. That's pretty classy. Okay. I'm not sure which one this is because I don't speak Chinese.
Huh.
Yeah. That's the father's sword.
Comic
From
and
the
online
Conan
games
movie.
and models. That's the father sword,
Yep. Yep.
and then that makes this the Atlantean sword.
Yep.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yep.
And I think there's another one. I think you sent two of each, so one for me, one for Jackie. Is that the deal? Unless Jackie's a
You
bad
got
boy.
each a set each for you and Jackie. Yep.
Nice. So, wow, these are pretty badass. So we show. You see that? I can't see what you guys see.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Yeah. No, we can see them.
Hey,
They're very
these are not. I mean these have some heft to them. Jackie's gonna lose his shit when he gets home. He's at a graduation party right now. Oh man, he is gonna lose his mind. I mean, it makes me
Yeah.
wish I still.
They're very cool.
It makes me wish I still had my old 12-inch GI Joes. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be a little big for scale.
No, for the 12-inch GI Joes, these would probably be just right. But
Oh.
those are
Two-handed swords. Two-handed swords in that scale.
I really like.
No, we wanted to get.
Did you okay? Because
We wanted to give you.
I appreciate this
I'm
so
sorry.
much. From Comic Online Toys and Games, warning, blah blah blah. Made in China. Did you were you able to just put the cards in? How'd that work, or did you have them do that? The business cards.
No, we did. Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
We did.
Very very smart idea. That way, if anybody never opens them, then the cards there, and if otherwise, and then we got the little ones. These are freaking great, man. Oh my god, these are so freaking cool. The keychain ones, I kind of almost like these more because I know Jackie. He's a big keychain guy, and
Yeah.
he's gonna put this on his keychain because he just got a new car. So this is this is one of these is going on on his keychain for his new car. He's gonna lose his shit. Uh,
Yeah,
They're right in
awesome.
line with what Roger had planned for the theme, which was playing the movie, and it was good.
Yeah.
Totally.
We fed into that theme,
We're
Shadow.
probably gonna have to watch the
Got-
movie again this week just cause. My little ones though, I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna open them. They're gonna stay sealed because I know I'll just lose them. The big ones though, until we do that thing that we talked about, I'm gonna find a way to put them up here so that everybody can see them. That's just got to be a thing. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it. I have an idea. I might even be able. Uh, if it turns out well, I might be able to make the thing. We were talking about. Um,
Yeah.
put that in.
No, we'll kind of follow through with that, Shadow. So we'll keep that behind the scenes
Okay,
and
because
go forward
I mean
from there. So
that's got to be a thing. I mean, it just it's
yeah.
like
No, absolutely. And I just want to shout out to Noah in the chat. Yeah, that is kind of funny for the rabbits. I got a rabbit myself here too, so kind of arm them with the small one.
a rabbit.
He's talking about some rabbits with the swords.
Oh, okay.
I unfortunately
Yeah,
have
no,
rabbits
that's
as well.
I don't know what you mean by
Yeah.
rabbits. What do you mean by?
And thank you, Offgrid and Edgelord. Yeah, the swords are really cool. I know Bloodsworth, like you said, Shadow was really raving about them. When it was Saturday night late and it was after everything, and I was talking with I was actually talking with Edgelord and Bloodsworth, and I had just talked about the different things we have and stuff about Arduin. And I went over to the booth and I brought the two big swords and I was showing the guys handing it around the table. And Bloodsworth was like, "You're not bringing those back to the booth." And he told me he couldn't take the $20 fast enough out of his pocket. So he was like, "Oh, keep those
This
right
is
here."
just so you know. I take an X-Acto or some thin blade and I slowly work these out
Oh, I know
because
what you do. Yeah, I've done that.
I've,
Good.
I've
Yeah,
I've ruined so many boxes that I didn't want to ruin because I was just
yeah,
not patient and not careful. Even then, I still nicked it here or bent it, but
It
this
does
one's gonna
work
be mine.
though.
Yeah, I
yeah,
also use this to do it. On
Yeah.
bigger
no,
boxes,
that's a
slide
good
it in there
idea.
and slowly pull it out because invariably what will happen is you'll tear one of the corners by uneven stress. So let's take a look at look at these. Oh my goodness. Look at
Yes.
these. Okay. Right off the bat,
Yeah.
I got to see the CNY cards, Central New York cards. I saw these and I'm like, those look so cool. You're trying to emulate like the BX stuff, right? The font and everything.
No, it was our own design.
Okay,
So
because
the story with the
it kind of looks like the old D&D boxes from a distance. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
modules.
Well, what I want to say is the story behind the cards, because that's the one thing I haven't mentioned. At the movie, we handed out our card pack, like Shadow is showing
Mhm.
there, and Dave has some with him too. And these are a 40 card pack that were made specifically for the convention. And Shadow, if you have the box, if you could show it and show the back of the box, it's all custom artwork, and on the back on the bottom you'll see Central New York Con. It was another surprise that we were doing for the convention. It has Central New York Con to promote the convention. It's a memento for the convention
Mhm.
this year in the blue. Roger's theme was like I believe the basic set was red last year, the expert is in blue, and the cards you just showed, Shadow, have the logo of the convention exactly on the back. So you have the game mechanics there, the special card for the game, but then you have the convention logo with all the artwork.
And these aren't going to be
So
reproduced again,
um,
are they?
No.
These specifics. These are like
we produced one batch, and that's it. Once they run out, they run out.
okay.
Everybody at the movie received a pack of cards with the sword, the Conan, the small one, And then in the Arduin game, not only did they get the big Atlantean sword, but everybody got to keep the cards that were handed out at the beginning of the game. So everyone got a card pack at the beginning of the game, and then they were, allowed to keep those cards, especially the first game on Friday, which was before we handed out the card. A lot of people from the movie brought their cards for the Arduin game. And those cards, just to let everybody know, they're what's called the Arduin Pocket Rules. And what we did is created a rule set based on old Arduin, basically, OSR rules. And it's a very basic set of rules so that you can have quick play at a convention. You have the characters on the cards. You have 7 cards that have the rules. It describes all the abilities, the factors, which are your ability scores, and all the different abilities for the characters, and how to do spells, how combat works, saving throws, all the basics. But again, it's very, very basic. You can use this with obviously any old school, any flavor of old school OSR, D&D, or any other system. But you'll see, I don't know, Shadow, if you have a couple of the cards there, like the Barbarian.
Yeah,
and
I'm
his
getting
sword.
to those.
Yeah,
I
when
was
you
I
get
had
to
to
it.
tell Bloodworth the little thing about how the character and the weapon are the same. This piece of artwork, that's this sword in it, and the same with all the other characters and weapons. Each character has one,
Correct.
starting magic item.
Yep. And let me say this for everybody: what Shadow is holding there, the Barbarian with the sword, we had to have, and this was crazy what we had to go through, and it took us weeks and weeks of artwork development. The sword and the magic item, there's one magic item. There's each character has a magic item. Each magic item was done by Roland Brown, who's our artist and our art director. And then Alberto, who did each character for the card set, took the weapon from Roland and made sure that exact weapon was in with the character. So that's all custom artwork that the item and the character are all done by artists, which are integrated. And in addition, the characters in the game are based on actual miniatures that we have. So
this wizard right here, I had this
Yep.
miniature in my collection for decades. I swear to God,
Yeah.
for decades. I did not know it was an Arduin miniature until I met you guys and saw the site, because it wasn't on the Lost Minis wiki. I don't know where it came from. I had this wizard. I'm like, this is a cool wizard. I actually put it in a special place, because it was one of those things that, I thought of it as a one of a kind. I don't know what it is. So until I do, I can't paint it. I can't do anything with it. Put it on this place, and then I saw it on the site, and I'm like, that's an Arduin miniature. No freaking way.
Yeah, every single one of those is an Arduin miniature. So we coordinated between the base miniature, the artwork for the weapon, and the character. In addition, the painted miniature, like Dave showed. I don't know if you want to show kind of the Thrune, Dave. I don't know who you have, or if you have the Frank, that's fine. But if you want to show the Thrune has a battle axe. And Chris, when he did the painting, he made sure to paint the battle axe with the same decoration that the item has. The item has kind of like a face to it. And it is, I know it's hard to see. You want to get a little closer, Dave? That's good. The miniature has the exact same artwork as the item does and on the character itself. So we were very particular about matching everything. Yep, exactly. Exactly. So
Chris did a great job.
Yeah, everybody involved did a great job, and I got to give a shout out to Dave right here and Jason, who helped to develop the rules, the Arduin Pocket rules, and everything was, of course, the usual under the gun, under an extreme circumstance to get it done.
What was it, like 3 weeks? You did it in 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, and a little fun story. We had other artwork because it was Conan theme for the show.
Yeah, we had 2 artists who were going ragged with it.
Yeah, we told the artist make it, like the Conan characters, and oh boy, did they! So we had to redo the artwork in that interim because it was too dead on. So we
Two
had to
on the nose.
yeah, like the barbarian had to be redone to use our barbarian miniature because the artwork was too close to, obviously the copyrighted material for Conan. So we had to redo the artwork twice for that. And the amount of time it took and the manufacturing and the shipping, we received all the cards on Friday before the convention, which is like razor thin as a time frame. Like we
I was
received,
telling you, what did I tell you guys? I literally told them you might want to make up a coupon just in case they don't show up, so that you guys could turn in the coupon to get the thing. Because uh, knowing shipping the way I do, I was like, oh man,
yeah.
I would be so
You know what?
stressed.
We were very nervous
What's up,
about getting
Steven?
the cards in time. Very nervous, but luckily we kept on top of them and they got here. And we breathed a sigh of relief when they were in our actual hands.
Oh, dude,
I still remember that Friday night pulling up to Dave's house. And just as I was doing that, a UPS truck showed up and parked in front of me. And I'm like, oh
no
my God,
way.
lo and behold, the guy starts taking out all these boxes. And I went up to him and say, do you have a delivery for such and such? He said, yes. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. So I helped him and we got all the boxes in. So it was crazy, the stories behind this. Even the swords, it was sweating to the last end. And
Mm-hmm.
we had other material that we brought, some new stuff. We had about 15 new miniatures, give or take, for the convention, and dice that we also brought, and those came in at the last second. So everything was right to the gun. We were doing a lot of packing and reorganizing 3 days before the convention, before we headed out for the convention on Thursday morning. So it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. Like I said, we
And the
feel,
booth was still kind of experimental too.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot that was experimental. Even the Arduin Pocket rules, that's a first go through. That's a first draft. Everything was experimental from the VTT that Rich built. Again, the first time he was running Arduin officially, other than one play test. And it was a lot of firsts for us. We even had 3 new banners for the convention that we
I
brought.
saw that.
So,
Like I
and
said, it was an Arduin con. I don't care what they
yeah,
say. It was an Arduin con. Um,
it,
these
was
are freaking. This is an amazing little setup here, guys.
yeah.
I was just
And
going
and
through them.
the size of the cards, we decided to go with index 3x5 because they have that beautiful feel. They fit in the palm of your hand. They're not too big, but they're not small. We wanted it big enough that you could read everything, but they weren't
The
too
heck
big.
you say?
Yeah.
This print. Oh my
Well,
god.
well, some of us have to use Reader's Shadow, like
Yeah,
you see with
I
Dave
got
on it.
mine here. I got these.
Yeah,
These are
if
the
I
cheap
don't
ones.
have it, I wouldn't be able to read it myself. But
Yeah,
the,
but
the cards went over
these
very
minis are.
well.
I'm gonna have to have the minis on my next order. A bunch of other things. These are real. I know how the printing industry works, and getting these from concept to cardboard box on your door is amazing. I got to ask a couple of questions
Yeah.
about these things though as well. Um,
Just one thing,
how
Shadow.
did
I
you?
just want to Edgelord King. They're like tarot. They're a little bit bigger though. Tarot size cards are a little smaller than 3x5, but they have a beautiful feel. If you put these in your hand, they're perfect. There. And the way we designed it too, just to put a stamp on this, you have the artwork on one side and everything you need to play your character. And when you sit it at the table, you don't have to flip the card. Even the rules, as you saw, they have a picture on the back, the main cover of the box, but all the rules are right there, so you can just lay it out, like write it, right in a line, and you can read all the rules. That was done on purpose. We put a lot of thought. We wanted something that was very interactive and very easy, and you're not flipping cards or anything. So
Yeah, George went
just
crazy
to put a
with
stamp
that.
of that.
No
Yeah.
worries. Hey.
I was driving Dave crazy because I know it has to be like this. Everything has to fit. Because Dave's like, let's double side. I'm like, no, one-sided. So we were very, very specific. And to let everybody know, because some people asked about this, yes, we were gonna do an adventure and put it in with the cards. We just did not have the time. But wait to the future. We've got lots of plans coming for the card. So
I can already
there's a
think. You know me. I already told you a bunch of ideas I have for this idea. Uh, I'll send you those things, or at least some images of them, because I mean, you could have a whole new thing going on here.
yeah, yeah. And
I was looking at
Shadow,
my
we've talked. Dave and I have talked with
yeah.
you. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Yes, yes, and yes. If I know what you're
Okay.
thinking about, so
All
there's
right.
there's
Hey, every once in a while I have a good idea. The rest of the time it's just a couple of hamsters running around on the wheel going crazy. Uh, I'm telling I've got my original books from '79. I've used them in every game I played in the last 50 years, and I'm never going to stop using Arduin stuff. And your players will never know what hit them. Uh, do what I do. It's your secret weapon. The ace is up your sleeve that nobody knows about. Keep it there. Be all what do they call it? Be all hipster about it. It's the game. You never heard of it. You wouldn't know. And just keep it in your arsenal of things that keep your game fresh and terrifying. Now, a couple of questions on these swords. How did you come up with the idea and find these guys who made them?
We'll give 100% credit to Dave. He
That
just
yeah. Well, Roger
I'll
came
let
up
Dave
with
say,
the
but let me say one thing
concept.
about it.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
I was going to say, Dave. After Roger talked a month after last year about doing a Conan movie, Dave got the wheels turning. And the one thing I'll say is Dave shocked me because he's like, I got, at one point we're, going through trying to get stuff ready for convention. He's like, I got swords coming. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Swords. And then all of a sudden, literally 300 swords show up at the door. And I'm like, what? And I go over to his house, and all of a sudden, he's showing me all these packages. He sent me pictures. I'm like, you're nuts. What are we doing?
These
And then
are
when I went there, Shadow, and I started looking at them, I did the same thing you're doing. I'm like, oh my God, these are super cool. So
these are deadly. These are deadly weapons. The handles are a little small, but maybe I just have big hands. I don't know, but these are badass. These are
Yeah.
really, really badass. Um,
yeah,
and the little
we
tassel,
told
I'm not sure
people
where
to be
that goes.
responsible at the movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said,
right.
everybody be responsible with your sword.
Yeah, right.
No, but 100% credit to Dave. Dave is the
The
one who came up with
scabbard
the
too.
idea for the
The
sword.
scabbard is pretty. It's freaking sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is freaking
the
badass.
scabbard is all metal. It's all metal,
Yeah,
Shadow. So there's nothing cheesy about it.
I'm gonna have to go look at museum replicas or whatever it is and see if I can find the actual replicas to put on my wall right there and right there now. Just saying. I was looking at Kopish swords this afternoon. I found one I'm gonna get, but seeing these, I've always had a thing for two and a half or two-handed and hand and a half swords.
Yeah.
Um, but did you just come across a company that does this? Did you have to give them designs?
So
Uh,
no, they're obviously not our design or anything, but no, Roger had come up with the whole concept to run the Conan film for his convention, and it just seemed natural that most people love the film. I'm a big fan of the film, and it just was like, well, what can we do to support it? Not only the con, but maybe support the concept of running that film. And
mhm.
so I started brainstorming what would be cool. And I had already been
Yeah.
in touch with the company to produce these swords, not these swords, but other ones. And I saw they had them, so I'm like, well, we could get these and do a nice giveaway for the film. That would be great, and people would like remember the con that much more, along with the cards.
Okay.
The original
So,
concept was the cards were going to have a lot closer to like maybe the Conan theme, but then it was just getting a little copyright ridiculous. So and we had
Yeah.
to
I see that.
abandon
I can see it.
But
These are
yeah,
freaking.
I was already in contact with the company for well over
Okay.
a year on doing this. So
Okay.
not,
Yeah.
All right.
not these two
We-
swords, but like I said, other ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Because I could see,
do a lot
this
Yeah,
could be a
I'd
whole
say
other
anything
thing.
we do, or not anything, but a lot of stuff we do, it's already been pre-planned or thought out 6 to 20 months in
Mhm.
advance.
Yeah, we already have concepts and ideas. We already are laying down some foundational stuff for next year. Like we're a year or so more, like Dave said, ahead of the game. So we're already planning for things.
I mean, that Funky Frank sticker, that was that kind of derailed our thunder. It took away all the swag we were working on, which was a whole lot of things like koozies and a few other things that we were going to do all the liquors in Ardo and Grimoire 4. And then when Darren came out with that art, it was like, all right, we're going to just not do that now. We're going to do something else. Because everybody's like, well, why don't you do that? And it was like, well, I don't want to make it look like, oh, somebody else prompted us to do it. No, we were already in motion to do something, but we decided to throttle it and change it. And that's just trying to stay on top of different stuff.
Nice cards too. The business cards. I like that. Very, very classy, guys.
Even the business cards are new. Those are new style business cards. They have a gold foil.
Classy.
Yeah, even those were last minute. We got those, I think, Thursday before the convention. So everything was all right up to the last minute. Like I said, we had been dealing with quite a bit the last 5 months, and it was just a lot that we went through, and there were delays and trying to get things organized and ready to go. We even, I forgot to mention, like I said, we had 3 new banners. We had the 2 map banners. They used to be side by side to our main card dealer banner on the booth. We've got 2 new things of artwork. One was the blue frame. And again, we'll have pictures of everything on some posts coming up in the next 2 days. And we had a large banner behind our new miniature racks, Shadow. The artwork you see on the front of the box there, we did a banner, a large 8-foot by 6-foot banner that was on the back of the racks. And speaking of our miniature rack, and again, we'll have pictures of these. We found a bunch of racks and stuff from a store going out of business. We had created a new racking system of all metal racks with LED lights. So we recreated all our rack system for the convention, and we'll show pictures coming up in the next few days. So this was a lot of firsts for us, a lot of firsts that we had to do for the convention and for the booth.
It looks gorgeous
as time goes on.
I've been to a lot of cons in my days. It's been a while, but nobody ever does it like that. You know what I mean? They just don't. Even the biggest companies I've seen, they don't do that. It's just tables and boxes. And that's it. It's like bare minimum. Just whatever it takes to just get. Let the the boxes be the advertisement, so to speak. But you guys can't really do that with little packages of miniatures. You've got to have the artwork, and it just screams from across the room. Come check this out. Be prepared to be amazed.
And I was going to say, have a good night, Noah. Thank you again. We appreciate you being in the game.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you loved it.
hit the like button
Yeah.
on your way out.
Thank you.
Feel free to come back anytime.
Yeah.
Please keep your boy in mind if you need play testing.
No,
As an
absolutely, Ed
input.
George.
He wants to.
And
Oh,
Shadow, we can't do less than what we do. When we go all out, we have to go all, we just it's in our nature.
my catchphrase. I couldn't do otherwise. You know.
Correct.
You
Correct.
guys couldn't either. I can't picture you guys half-assing or three quarters. 3/4 ass. I don't know how that works, but um, you know, with a name like Emperor's Choice, you've got to put in the extra effort, and uh, there's going to be people taking a swing at your crown, and you know what? They're all going to miss. They don't have what you guys have. They just don't. Even the biggest companies I could think of, um, you know, they they've lost the touch. The personal touch that you guys always have had as long as I've known you guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
And the difference too with us, Shadow, thank you. We don't do it to do anything other than present ourselves and to help the convention and for the attendees and everybody there. Again, all they say all, rising tides lift all ships, and we believe that. We're there to promote and to help everybody and the convention. And we want to promote as much as we can. And if we present well and do the right thing and give, it helps to promote the convention and have the attendees enjoy the convention and for all the vendors and everybody there and the special guests. So for us, it's more of a giving thing, giving back and helping everybody. So
The Geek Daddy, new to the channel, welcome. I hope you are ready to have your socks blown away because there's more. We're not. We're just. We're just.
yeah.
We're just starting.
Yeah.
Let's break out some new stuff.
The Geek Daddy, I want to give a shout out to Geek Daddy. Thank you. He created a little video for our Eye of Set game. We put it on the MJO site. So thanks again. That was awesome, man.
I'll take a look at that after the show.
Yeah, it's on the website. We'll have to show it. We actually, if we get a chance, we'll show it. So
yeah. You can show it here.
The amount of support. Oh, you can't. Okay,
what?
Okay.
Yeah, if I leave the screen, it messes with everything. I need a better computer.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you guys want to
absolutely.
share that screen, you can do that. But I don't know that we can get the video. I mean, the audio. I don't know if it'll show that or present that or play that.
I could
but
try.
If you want to bring it up, we can try.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to. You're going to try it on your end, Dave, or do you want me to?
Sure.
You know how to share it then. So if you want to give it a shot, and we'll kind of go through for everybody, Shadow. We'll kind of go through the swords. We still have some available. So, and again,
let's watch a video.
Yep.
Come and visit the Emperor's Choice booth at the Central New York Role-Playing Convention from June 12th through 14th, 2026 at the Burstone Inn, 1777 Burstone Road, New Hartford, New York, 13413. We have an Arduin game running Friday and Saturday called I Have Set. Play some Arduin and enjoy a great convention.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
Great job.
And
yeah. Awesome.
Daddy, he voiced it over himself, Shadow. So I thought that was just. And with the little bit of music in the background, I thought that was just, again, man, thank you so much. It's just, again, that's the type of stuff that's so motivating when you have people who support and do little things like that. And it's just great. to help get the word out and help promote. And again, it just helps to build a community, and it's great, to have. And again, not just for us, but like I said, Shadow, to help promote all the vendors, all the people running games, everybody running at the convention. It just,
Oh
what
yeah,
a
yeah.
great experience.
Everybody there owes you guys a debt of gratitude, because after they're done remembering Arduin, they'll they'll remember the other stuff there at that con too. Not to slam anybody or anything like that, but you always think of the best thing first, and then you know the other stuff comes in unless for some reason you thought something else was better. But I mean, I can't. My brain can't think of anything like that. But I suppose stranger things have happened. Um,
No, it was tremendous. Everybody was great. Like I said, everybody did a great job.
I wish I could have
It
gone.
was just wonderful.
I feel really gypped that I couldn't go, but I had to be here for the graduation and
And
stuff.
Shadow, oh, I know. Well, we'll drag you out next year. We're gonna try our best. So we'll see how that
Come
goes.
hell
But
or high water. I'll
well,
probably drag the boy with me if I can, because
there you go.
he's never been to a con. He's
And
been to
let me,
other things.
yeah, that's awesome. And to let you know, Shadow, when you talk about the togetherness at the con, Roger has an auction, which most conventions do. He had an auction Saturday, and there was one last year. For the auction, and this was in the works from a year ago, like again, right after the convention, which the Conan movie idea was Roger's literally within 30 days after the convention last year. So he had that
Okay,
idea right off the bat, and it was brilliant.
nice.
We also did something else with Thunderstruck Workshop that does all the terrain. They do all types of 3D terrain painted,
Okay,
and Troll Den Miniatures, which
okay.
that's Mike from Thunderstruck Workshop
Mhm.
and Stan, excuse me, from Troll
Okay.
Den Painting,
Yep.
and us. We got together, and what Raj had us do was all three companies combined. Mike came up with Graveyard set and a Dragon's Lair set of terrain, and then
Nice.
Stan from Troll Den painted up a bunch of Arduin miniatures, and Mike also painted up for the Dragon Lair. We donated our dragon as a miniature, and Stan from Troll Den Painting painted up the red dragon, and we put it in
Okay.
as a set, all the terrain for auction. And then Mike donated a bunch of graveyard pieces, which were
See,
that he
see,
painted up.
you tell me
And then,
now, because I would have outbid everybody. You know it. You just
yeah,
Oh, I was in the bidding and I lost.
yeah. And then Stan painted up all our undead miniatures. There was like 13 undead miniatures, the Death Dealer, Bat Riders, other undead. And it was a beautiful another set piece that you could use, and it was gorgeous. So again, I want to show the collaboration that you
yeah.
have
Let's see it.
between companies. And again, this was all the companies donating this for free for the auction for the convention to
Okay.
promote
Before you
and
show
help the
it,
convention. And there were other
who
companies
who
donated.
who is my new arch enemy, the high bidder?
That would be Jay won
Who won
the
that? I think
Jay won the
Jay
graveyard.
Scott won
Technically
the
Roger won both. And
Yeah.
Jay wasn't in the auction, so he had asked if he could still bid on it, and Roger kindly yielded that to him.
Yeah. Did
So
Jay got the
what kind of money we talking?
Yeah.
What
What's
kind
that?
of money we talking? What kind of money we talking?
Think the graveyard. I want to
Is it
say 180.
200? Yeah, 180 or 200.
I might be mixing
something
them
like
up with that set of dice, though. I think it was
Yeah,
180
the
for the
dice.
graveyard. I wanted that graveyard pretty bad. It was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
I don't remember what the dragon with all the lava pits went for.
That went for a similar price too. And I'll tell you
Yeah, I
what,
think
a
so.
couple $100 is a steal for that stuff. It was
Yeah,
really, I
beautiful
mean,
paint
I'm not
jobs.
even. I'm not going to say anything because I'm just getting angry.
Yeah, beautiful paint jobs.
they were
I'm just getting
beautiful.
angry.
They were-
I would have just.
yeah.
I'd have
I
just
think
scooped
Mike
it.
That's
painted
why
the
we had to have
terrain.
you there, Shadow. We had to have you there, Shadow. I mean, it was great. But like I said, the bottom line with that is the collaboration of the companies and the support for the convention. So you have a synergy where you have companies willing to work together to donate for free things
But
to help the
you're
convention.
kind of famous for that, you know. So just saying.
But it was all the other companies too. So it's a collaboration between everybody, which is awesome to see. And again, it helps. And again, it's a benefit for the attendees because you can pick up and bid on some really cool stuff and get it. And not only do you get it something that's really cool for a good price, but you help to support the convention, and
Yeah,
mitigate
it's
some
definitely
costs
a
for the
cool
thing.
thing if you're going to the con to have stuff like that to bid on.
Yeah. So we want to
I've been to
always
cons
make,
where they don't do any of that, and
And
that's
and
yeah.
and, and of course, it also helps to have a Scrooge McDuckian sized vault of gold coins uh, as well.
So yeah, no, it
I
was
I, I,
tremendous.
I I would have probably had to sell a kidney when I got home.
No, it was really cool. So we enjoyed that a lot with the convention.
Take care. Nice meeting you, Geek Daddy. Come on back anytime.
Have a good night, Geek Daddy. Thank you.
thank you.
I know I would, guys.
Have a good night,
Uh,
Stephen.
uh, I
It
ever since my first gun show with my old man, I think it was actually a coin show. Now that I think about it, I've just loved those big. Everybody I know, they hate crowds and they hate to be around people. They hate to swap meet. I love that crap. The more people, the better. It's just you
no,
never know
that's
who you're going to bump
yeah.
into. You never know when you're going to make a friend or make an impression, and then later on down the road they're going to bump into you and go, "Hey, I remember you. You're that asshole." Um, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, that's funny.
If things go a certain way, with the boy in school and things like that, I'll probably be able to pull that off. We'll see. At least a couple of cons a year. Um, any chance you guys going to North Texas?
You know what? It's hard to say. Here's the thing with it. I know I see Bad News Bards. Jeff will be driving to North Texas and then the CNY Con. If we try to go to North Texas and they have invited us, they want us to come, it'd be about
And
a
we wanted to
21
go.
hour. Yeah. The problem is it's the week before. We'd have
I
to,
know.
I'd have to take 2 weeks off of work, which no big deal. We'd have to drive down Shadow. And then as soon as the convention ends Sunday, we'd have to turn around and get back to Buffalo. It would take us 2 days. That'd be Wednesday. And then we have to immediately get back to CNY Con Thursday because Dave, I don't
Yeah,
know
but
if you even
you know
know,
what? I got this. I got this image.
Friday
I got this.
Friday is going to be extended, it sounds like, to early on Friday now, not 3 o'clock. It's going to be early
I got
now.
I got
Which
this I
means
got this I got this image of a convoy of con goers, man. It's like eight,
yeah.
nine, 10 vehicles. You know, like maybe even a tour bus. So
The
people could sleep.
the
Proper and
the
whatnot,
thing about it,
and have
the
room for
thing
the
about it,
groupies.
Shadow, to try to do that for one, it's quite the marathon, but
Yeah.
that has to even have more planning because when we hit back to Buffalo, we have to do probably at least a mini restock because depending on what happens in North
Mhm.
Texas, we have to probably restock somewhat to get to Central New York on because we don't want to show up there with gaps in our miniatures. So that would take quite a bit of planning. I can't promise because
Yeah.
we got to be
Death
really
Angel was talking about it earlier because he did both, I guess, because he's a maniac, and I could imagine that would be
That's brutal.
yeah.
quite. Yeah,
Hey, Actually, we'd have a convoy.
We did it
with,
long ago. We did the Gen Con, we did the Origins, we did the Gamma, and then we did 2 colleges and 3 other
Yeah,
cons.
but you guys,
And we had vehicles staged all over the country almost, and it was just brutal.
It was nuts. We had people waiting for us to pick us up because remember, Dave, we even did UB-Con when we came back. It was one.
We finished off at a college in our hometown.
Yeah, we literally went from one convention to the next to the next. It was 3 in a row. It was crazy. Of course, we did that literally almost 25 years ago. So we were a lot younger. We were a lot more apt to be able to handle it. It would be one endurance thing for Dave and I to do that. But I'm not saying no, but I can't promise we could do it. So that's a discussion we're going to have with Mike and Eric Tencard, about North Texas. So you never know. I got to leave it as a maybe at this point. So, and we can go from there.
You should have stopped at Monroeville Mall in PA. There was a Dawn of the Dead con.
Oh,
okay.
Is that where the mall was filmed? They filmed the mall for Dawn of the Dead. Is that it?
I bet you it was.
Yeah. No, it was. I'm sure it was. And Shadow, I don't know if you want me to go through some more stuff. We've just so everyone knows, our website has been rehauled a bit.
Yes.
So we've it's a lot faster, a lot more easier to navigate, so to speak. And we've gotten a whole bunch of new products because we introduced a lot of things.
Let's show that beautiful bean footage.
Let me see.
Bring it up, man. I tell you, folks, it was a total shock to me. I went over there because I was looking for images of the swords to make the thumbnail. And I went over there and I'm like, you bastards, you didn't tell me about all this cool shit. Oh, my God. I would have made them so angry with the order I would have made. It's like, I need it by Saturday, man.
Yeah, listen, yeah.
Hey, I'm teasing, but there's some really, really amazing new stuff, and let's bring that. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, because I did that because I'm retarded.
Okay. Oh,
here we go.
Still a work in progress, but at least it's a lot faster and doesn't lock up. Like
I wish I could say that about me. Okay.
Yeah.
Skeletons.
It's getting younger.
Yeah, and I just want to show. You'll notice the pictures are bigger now. They're a little more highlighted. If I run into something there, if you guys can see, there's
that's a new one I've never seen before.
Yep, that's a human male warrior with a maul. Again, you people can probably guess what that's from. So that's out of stock, unfortunately, right at this point. They kind of went quickly. We're trying to get things back in stock. We had some issues with our equipment, so we need to kind of redo some stuff. In the middle
same
here,
thing about that. I think I have that mini already. That Medusa, or whatever in the middle. I think I have.
Yeah,
that.
that's
we had that released long ago. We brought it back out.
We brought it back into production. We have.
Hold on, let me double check because
we have like 3 Medusas. That's one of them.
Oh, correct. Okay. I got it right here. Yeah, it's similar, but it's not that one, so I have to have that one too. I have this one.
Correct.
That is the one.
There's no bow. The bow's broken off.
We'll have to give you that piece. Yeah.
That's okay because that way I've got like different ones, but I've had this again in my collection forever, and I didn't know what it was. It's like it's a cool mini, but I love that bat winged thing. Oh man, that's
Yeah,
I need like a half a dozen of those to beleaguer my party on Sundays.
Yeah, that's an arc bat. And then these miniatures we've had. Here's a couple new ones.
Scorpadillos are awesome.
We also have a new character, basically a human male warrior with spear. He's someone that we had a long time ago, and we put him into production again. So we wanted to build up some character models.
Mm-hmm.
Then here's the new one, the High Priestess, the High Elf Priestess. She was
Mhm.
used in the game, the Arduin game. We also produced, this is an old one, the Halfler
What are
Thief.
you with the cards? Oh, yeah, she's
So,
on the card box right
yeah,
there.
she should be on the cards there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's her there. One of the newer ones we had is the Skeletal of the North with two knives. He's the skeleton to the left there. He's a new piece that we've had that we put in. And these are all normal.
Okay, whoa. Go back up. The one holding the arm, holding the sword.
Oh, where is he? I'm sorry.
Right there.
Right there. We've had him in stock. He's been there. That was a piece, an interesting one, where his arm got cut off, and now he picks it up and he's using his sword with the arm.
Hysterical. So, that is hysterical.
Yeah. And then let me do this. I'm gonna go back.
I love that purple worm. That's another mini I didn't know was Arduin. I was looking everywhere trying to identify it.
Yeah. Now the miniatures here again are the same ones. The frame there is a newer frame that we have, the one in the middle, and that was used in the game. That was the blue frame that Dave showed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The throne here is the one that we used in the game. Again, you could see where the miniatures again have been enhanced. We've kind of showed them off a little bit more. Oh, and I forgot to say, with the dragon layer, with the undead set for auction, the Valpyr was also part of that set. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
It also came with a Valpyr. So
that's one of my favorite miniatures of yours.
Yeah, the Valpyr is really cool. The Skyray, if people haven't noticed, that's a gorgeous piece, and it's big. It's really big.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
a lot bigger than the one we did decades ago.
correct. This is a big piece, and it's
And
awesome.
a lot nicer.
And it comes with a flying base, so it's in the air. And there you go, Shadow. That's the mage.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the ones there. And then we have our other miniatures, the Death Dealer.
The giant bats, the Cyclops. I've been trying to get one of those forever.
Yep. Oh, look to the right. There's a human male thief. He's a human thief. And again, anybody who can put 2 to 2 together can see what that is. Mm-hmm. And then here are 2 more new miniatures. The human female thief, and then a human warrior with a hand and a half sword.
Yeah, the face actually was really done well.
Yeah.
Even though I don't,
Yeah. No, absolutely. And then
that salamander.
Yep.
Freaking love that one.
That's a really cool miniature. That's a big piece.
That's a great piece, actually.
It is. And then the Hoggerim are new, and we put those in. Those are new, and they're available, and those are really cool to use them for the Thandrals or any type of creature like that.
That skeleton with the 2 flintlocks, that's one of my favorite minis you guys have done. I know it's just a little guy, but I just love that. That's that kind of imagery and character. Not afraid to do the things like that in a fantasy RPG. I mean, looking at a freaking freight with a laser rifle, but that's what it's all about for me. Just the unexpected when it comes to what you might encounter, not just
Correct. And I'm gonna, just so you know, Shadow, I'm going to I got to do bit by bit here. Yeah. So I'm going to share the next screen. I got to turn one off.
That'll give me a chance to catch up with the chat because I know.
And see if anybody and I appreciate everybody's patience.
I love those videos too. Camping with Steve. I was just going to mention that. Poor guy, but man, what a trooper. But now I want to tour the Yuengling Brewery too. Okay, great brewing history. Is that the one? I'm not sure what this is referencing to. His Edgelord's buddy just bought the Conan Mini.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get full production on those minis too. Once we get our equipment situation handled here, we're going to start getting a lot of stuff up to proper stock levels. So we're going to be low level on a lot of things, but we're going to start pumping them up soon enough. Once we get, again, some of the equipment we have to kind of get straightened out.
No worries, Off Grid. We'll be here for a while. They've a lot to show off tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna show up so more.
There was literally, guys. I was almost angry because I would have just like, I would have picked up a lot of crap from the new store. Okay, Dave will be right back, and I'm going to show the next thing on. Oh, looky here. Oh man,
we again another thing for the convention. We ordered. Dave, told me, we discussed it, and we ordered a bunch of dice. Now, a lot of these some of them, especially the more expensive ones, are out of stock because we just got blown out at the convention with dice. Some of the dice you'll notice, like the Obsidian set there, they have the Emperor's Choice crown, and the crown is on all the high values. That particular set is just the 20, but any of the sets that you see that say EC mean all the dice have the Emperor's Choice crown, which a lot of people really liked, and we sold out of a lot of those. A lot of the Obsidian dice. We have a whole range of dice now for people from $80 a set all the way down to $7. All types of resin, acrylic, dice with things in. The ones I'm showing now to the right, the Lord of the Rings resin dice, those were popular. I think we only have one set left of those. So a lot of different types of dice, and we were shocked. We weren't dice people.
Well, you're missing the fact that some of them are made out of what?
They're made out of resin, acrylic, gemstone like the Obsidian, and then glass. And the glass are just absolutely gorgeous. So you can see this at the website. I'm just quickly showing how they look. These are the glass dice. If you notice, we had dice that are in these beautiful trays with the dragon. Those are gorgeous. We sold a bunch of those. A lot of the dice, like if you look at these glass ones, they have the MCHO crown on them, which is cool. Like when you roll percentiles, if you get double crowns, that's 100. So we thought it was beautiful. The gemstone dice, which were gorgeous. A little story on these orange dice. We donated a pair of these orange dice. They're a facet cut. They're a glass dice. They're like an orange with yellow. And these dice came in a what I want to call a wooden container from Greg from Sigil Woodworks. We met him. He's a great guy. And the dice, he donated this beautiful custom-made wooden container for the dice that holds them individually. And we donated these dice. And again, they have the MCHO crown and all the high. Like if you notice there, that's an 8-sided die that has the crown. And the 4-sided is really cool because the crown on the 4 is, you see the crown upright. It's beautiful. It's in the middle. The dice with that container went for $180 at auction. $180.
I thought it went for 250.
No, 180. It
Oh.
went for 180. Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was nuts. We could not believe it. So I just wanted to let everybody know we have dice now available. So if you're looking for high end, all the way to just normal set of $7 dice, we have them. All types of styles, colors, with with stuff in them, maybe glitter, whatever it is. We have all styles and shapes and colors and sizes, facet cut, straight edge. So we've wanted to expand so that people always, especially at a convention, are going to look for dice. And boy, did they come in looking for dice. We were real happy about that. Real happy. Yeah. Again, still stunned. So really, really stunned. So
I already have some that are on my list. Just saying. I sent you guys a message because that's got to be a thing with uh, the way
no,
things.
absolutely.
I don't know how you would do it, but I think it could be done. I've seen some things out there that might work.
Correct. And to share some more, and again, like I said, I'm going to try to quickly go through this. You can see this stuff at the website for everybody. I just wanted to show that we have a lot of new things we've added, so if you're looking for stuff. And again, this is just new product that we put out there. These are the Emperor's Choice book section. We have all the standard stuff that you've known us for. And just to highlight a couple new things, the card set that we talked about, the pocket rules, they're $10 that, we sell them. Again, $10 and you get 40 beautiful cards with a set of rules and characters and everything. We also still have some of the swords. The big ones are $10. They're $10
You're
each.
just
And
giving
again,
this shit away, aren't you? You're just going to give it away.
Yeah, exactly. And so those are only 10. You got some dice in here. The smaller versions of the swords are only $5. So again, we make it as affordable. We also had one other item.
Oh, you're killing me.
That we
Smalls. This is
game
just
screens. We only
absolutely freaking gorgeous. This little picture.
They
Let me
were
try to
gorgeous.
blow it
They
up.
were-
See if I can blow this picture up because this.
Well,
I
you know
saw
what?
this.
Maybe I can.
I saw this item.
I might be. I'll blow it up a little bit. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. We love these. They're 2-dimensional. They have like a relief. We only had 5 of them. We sold every one.
Mhm.
Every single one went. So again, we're going to try to get a restock on these. So
You're better because I need 2. Jackie needs one and I need
Yeah.
one. Here, let me show you real quick what I've been using. Jackie, this is what Jackie and I use for his games downstairs. An old second edition flimsy cardboard.
Oh. Yeah, this
And
is
then-
a lot nicer
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then
And it has
the second version of the AD&D,
Oh yeah,
Freaking-
yeah.
crap. I mean, and I was telling George, to get one of these, like either one of them. One of them's I think they're two. They're like 2 in the set, right? Cost probably more than what you're charging for that new screen. Just because,
Oh yeah, probably because of the age.
they're considered antiques or whatever because they're from the 1980s, but those things aren't going to last. Every time you open those, they take a micro hit point of damage, whereas those leather bound ones that you were showing off are freaking sweet. And I was telling you guys,
PVC.
no, they're PVC. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Either way, when Jackie puts one of those on the table in front of his friends from school instead of those cheap cardboard ones, they're just gonna lose their shit. It's like, oh no, he got a new screen. He's got all this new shit. Oh no! They're just gonna be like,
And,
you know what I mean?
and we have some plans for the screens also. So again, we always have things in the works, but I wanted to show that. And another
Of
thing that
course.
we have, and again, I'm going to show another thing that we have because people have been asking about this. So we wanted to kind of show off some of the things. And again, I appreciate everybody' patience. So
Oh,
um,
here comes more money out of my freaking bank account.
yeah, we finally got back. Dave did some investigation, and we've got Arduin shirts, and we got some other stuff too, and we're gonna really expand that. And the link that says Arduin goodies link. So instead of swag, we're calling it goodies. Um,
Send me that link right now in private, and I'll post it for the folks at home.
so yeah, no problem. It's right on the website,
Yeah,
Shadow, and
well,
we'll
yeah, but just send it to me now because these guys, I want them to spend money now, while they're watching.
here.
Yeah, I
Let
got
me
it.
just give me 1 second.
It's a third-party site, so
Here's the one right from the website then. But we have that, and then let me see if I can if this will work. Or it won't show.
Exactly off grid. Yes, the DM just freaking leveled up. Jackie is gonna freaking terrorize. I use the bottom link. Is that okay?
I would use the one I sent.
Yeah, that's fine.
This one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Copy link. Scratch that. I can't delete. Yeah, just use this link, guys. And I'll put this link in the show notes or what have you if I can figure out how to do that. I hear everybody say I'll leave it in the show notes. I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah. And you can get through the MCHO link too. You know, you can put the MCHO link, and if they go to the MCHO, they can go to it also, Shadow.
Okay.
But people have been asking about shirts and about different
It was
things.
a work in
And then there
progress.
was
We
the
just
next-
wanted to get the ball rolling on it, and
Mhm.
now that it looks like it works
Yeah.
good, we'll start uploading
Yeah.
stuff to it and getting a variety.
This is just one of the freights. So there's all types of bags, you know, Arduin shirts, sweatshirts. We're just again just kind of expanding a little
Just
bit.
the two designs
So
right
we're gonna
now,
have-
but we'll dump a
Mhm.
lot more in there.
Yeah, we have the one style of freight and then the Arduin, just the straightforward Arduin,
Mhm.
which if you look, I'm wearing one of the
Yeah,
shirts. We
I
got a
noticed
couple
that. I
samples.
noticed that.
Yeah, they got a good quality to them, so we made sure it was a good quality shirt, which it is. So, again, goodies or swag, whatever you want to call it for Arduin, we have it available
But wait,
now.
there's
And we're-
more.
and- yeah. So there's like I said, there's more coming.
No, I meant
Um,
like the coffee cups and stuff like that. Those are nice too.
Oh yeah, and we're going to have other additional choices for artwork, so you can have different styles or different things. So we're going to expand that as far as the
Yeah,
swag.
I you can't tell, but I switch out between the two designs. I've got this one right now. I forget which one this one is. Uh, I have the Emperor's Favor 2022, and I want to retire these
Yeah.
because they're really special, and I'm terrified I'm going to drop them all the time. I won't let anybody in the house touch them. I use them every day.
Yeah.
And I alternate, but I put them up on a shelf that nobody else could reach. You know, Grandma, because she's like 3 feet tall, and everybody else is somewhere between 3 and 5. And I don't let them. It's like, don't touch it. Don't even watch it. Don't watch it. Don't touch it. What's up, Game Master Rogers Neighborhood? Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, Roger. Hope your stream went well, and we were talking earlier about the con and everything. So here's one of the big items that I wanted to show, the Arduin Trilogy Harbinger edition. So we're going to have information coming out on this probably, I would say, within 2 weeks. We've got a bunch of stuff happening, like I said, over the next few days and next week. But after that, this box set is a new box set that we're going to be introducing with a sale coming up in July. And just to let everybody know, this thing is normally $100, but it's 65. And I want to highlight, you're going to get 2 special bonus add-on products for free that come with it. And for people who were backers, physical backers of the Arduin Portal to Adventure Kickstarter, you're going to receive a third. If you order 2 or more, you get a third special add-on item, but you're also going to get, regardless, an additional discount on top of the sale price. So more details coming within 2 weeks. But I wanted to highlight, if you didn't get a chance to get the Arduin box set, it comes with both versions of Volume 1, Earl Otis, Greg Espinozo, 2, 3, the Arduin Primer, which is rare, character sheets, 2 magic item cards, which are released from Dave's unpublished hoard, never published, and a critical hit chart on cardstock with Earl Otis artwork, and a set of dice. And the box is spectacular. So we've gotten pre-production looks at them. And as you notice, the cover we think is really cool that we have here. So
I really like that. The black, white, and yellow is pretty eye catching.
Yeah.
You know,
so that's going to be coming up really soon. So that's kind of one of the big things that we wanted to highlight that's coming up. And again, we're going to take care of the Kickstarter people. We want people to be able to, keep their limited edition, because that's not going to be printed again, and have kind of a play copy for Arduin, and have something really cool that you can bring with you for games.
I said the same thing. Bad news, Bart.
I don't like what you said, Shadow.
I didn't think of the patches, but
tools,
I'm sorry, what? You broke up.
I'm sorry.
I didn't hear what you said, George.
No, I was saying, okay, what I was saying with the box set, what we want people to have is, especially for the Kickstarter people, if you don't have a box set, here's a chance to get your hands on it. And for the Kickstarter people, they can keep their limited edition in the portal together and have this as a play copy to bring along for games, or for a game master, like you always say, Shadow, have your secret amount of creatures and items and spells to use for your game. So it's something, again, within 2 weeks, we're going to show and talk about it. So we wanted to introduce that. And I know that was a bit to go through everything, but as a company, before the convention, just to give everybody an idea, we had like about 100 SKUs of items. Since the convention and afterwards, with all the new stuff that we have, everything, we have almost, we're a little under 200 SKUs. So we've almost basically doubled the amount that we have available. And again, this is all coincides to Arduin. It's a lot more Arduin material. Even the dice, everything, we feel it kind of builds towards Arduin. The GM screen, the shirts, the swag, the things. We're trying to give the whole Arduin experience, even the swords, which we think are really cool in the new miniatures. So it's kind of leading up to things. And we're going to be announcing, again, the Harbinger box set will be our next big thing. But one of the other things that I want to talk about, and unless you have something else, Shadow, to go on.
I'm trying to do math, figuring, who else's kidney I can sell. Grandma's is probably shot. I already sold one of the wife's and one of Jackie's. I don't think anybody wants my dog's kidney. There's just so much good stuff. Uh,
I
George and Taylor, how are we gonna get shadowed at CNY con next year? Kidnap him. Leave some donuts out. I haven't had a donut, and so actually that's not true. My church gives out donuts every the last Sunday of the month, but we've missed a couple. So I think by the time I go back next, it'll be Donut Sunday again. So
Could leave a
the donuts
deli
are not
out
my
there for you.
yeah, I
donuts are not my weakness. Uh, I don't know. Probably Munchos. You guys get those out there?
Munchos, yeah. I haven't
yeah.
heard that name in a long
I know,
time.
right? Right. I bought a bag because I actually had a dream about it. I bought a bag, and I said, Jackie, try these. He tried a couple, and I grabbed the bag away, and then he never saw them again.
I had this donut in Hawaii. It's a Puerto Rican, I think, donut or Portuguese. I think it was. I want to say it was called a masada. It was the most amazing donut of all time.
Huh.
I just can't get them out this
I
way.
might take you up off grid on that one. I there's so many cons I want to see, and so many people that I want to hang out with. Even if I only get to do it once, there's too many people from coast to coast, all the way up even into Canada. There's a bunch of you friends of mine out there. So don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It's all in the works. First things first, though.
I wanted to, Shadow, if you don't mind. I want to
Yes,
do some announcements. I
please.
want to do some announcements. Central New York RPG Con for us is not only a place to see old friends and enjoy a great convention, and also get some Arduin in there and play a bunch of other great games too, and enjoy with special guests and vendors and all the attendees. But it's a place to meet new people, new friends, and to develop great relationships. As part of that, we met some really nice people at the convention. And I want to officially announce it again. I'm going to have more posts coming up and announce some new relationship with old friends and people we know. So what I would like to say, uh, Emperor's Choice is now starting to sponsor channels. And right now, we met two wonderful people, uh, Jay Scott and Tiffany Rose Nickel, and we are
You know
sponsoring.
me, J. Scott Garraby, do you?
I'm sorry, what?
J. Scott Garraby or J. Scott?
Jay Scott, also
Okay.
known also known as Lord Gusumba. He runs one of the oldest. He's a game master, and he's been game mastering for a long time, since I believe the 1980. And he has a Twitch channel that he's been running. He does annual events and so forth. And Tiffany, she also she has a Twitch channel, and she's in a lot of games with Jay. She's a player, but she also runs games, and she has a following, and she's up and coming. And we've partnered with them, and we're a
Awesome.
sponsor for both of them then now. And they're really great people. We look forward to the future. We're going to be on in July 5th. We're going to be on with Jay, and we're doing a live stream on his channel July 5th at 7 p.m. We're going to be doing more things too with Tiffany coming up, and they've been doing giveaways with the Arduin card set, the new Pocket Rules, and that's exciting. But in addition to that, there's also other people now that we're going to partner up with, and we want to help to expand them and to get Arduin out there with everybody. And I want to officially announce Jeff with the Bad News Bards YouTube channel. We're going to be an official sponsor for them. Also, Game Master Roger and his YouTube channel, Emperor's Choice, is going to be an official sponsor. And we're in the works with other channels right now, which hopefully in the next few days we'll be able to announce. And of course, there's one other guy that I want to talk about that's been with us since the beginning, and he's artoing crazy. And every video he does, there's a mug he shows off, and he's wearing the official Emperor's Choice shirt. Even though the guys from Emperor's Choice just have the swag stuff, he has the official. But I feel like he's part of our team, and that's Shadow and Sun. So Emperor's Choice is
Thanks,
proud to
guys.
also announce we are a sponsor for Shadow and Sun YouTube channel. And what I would like to say to everybody, I know Jeff and Roger are also in the chat here. We're looking to create a community of YouTubers and channels along with Emperor's Choice and build a community to help support each other, which helps everybody. You know, we're going to help you guys, you know, with giveaways, whatever way we can support, come on, talk about things. But this also supports Central New York RPG Con. It'll support future conventions, you know, that people want to do, or their things, their special activities and things. And then we were able to support each other. And again, we're in discussion and talks with other channels, and we're going to continue to grow. But this is a brand new initiative that Emperor's Choice, since the con is there, since National New York Con, we were able to meet people and to talk with people. Now, this is a wellspring that's going to continue forward. So we're very happy to announce this and move forward with it. And we're happy to partner. And again, it's not partnering, it's friendship too. These are people we want to work with and want to do things with. So we are going to support them. And yeah, I see Roger there. Roger has a game day on the 12th of December. So we will definitely talk about that, Roger. So looks like we're going to have to make another trip to Utica this December. So, and we promise, Roger, we're not going to show up and take out, 40 foot of space. We're just going to come to game and enjoy. So,
but one thing you guys are going to have to do.
I'm sorry.
You guys are going to have to facilitate, because you just mentioned a bunch of people I've never heard of, and you scared me there, because if it was J. Scott Garrity, I'd tell you guys to lose my number because you've lost your fucking minds. It's okay. Everybody in the chat does, and they said no. But let's introduce everybody to everybody. Make sure everybody can get on each other's channels, on each other's shows, sub, hang out, get to meet each other, work together, etc. Because I've never been on Twitch. I don't know any of these guys. They sound like great folks, and they can always come on my show, vice versa. Because sometimes people get tired of seeing the same old people, and maybe they want to spread out and get more people to watch their stuff. Because sometimes when you're watching it like a YouTuber, sometimes you click, sometimes you don't. Sometimes the first time you watch someone, you're like, yeah, I want to see more of this person for whatever reason. So you guys got to do that.
Yeah, you know what we'll do, Shadow, because we thought about it. Once we get settled, and again, we do a few more announcements, talk to a few more people, maybe, in a little bit, depending on everybody's schedule, we'll do a Zoom call and we'll get everybody together just to talk.
That's a great idea.
Just to introduce. And guess what? You know what would be a great meeting point?
Bloodworth.
Hey, Bloodworth, how you doing? We'll thank you, Bloodworth. Love your videos and everything. I'm glad you enjoy the swords and the cards. What we'll do is a great meeting point to be face-to-face will be Central New York RPG Con next year, where we can get everybody. We can all get together and talk about things. So
have a big old freaking round table. I don't know if they make those anymore.
Exactly. We could do a round with all of us.
We'll make a 20. We'll take 20 tables and make like a 20-sided table.
Yeah. That'll be great.
Clear out the room and just make a big, whatever, not a hexagon, but octagon or something, and just have everybody there, and figure out how we could, take over the world.
No, it's exactly. It's going to be cool.
We talked great. All about you, Bloodworth.
Yeah,
all about you.
and to Roger, I know Roger is talking about the the game day. Of course, Roger, no vendors. You know what? Dave and I want to be able to come and just game and have fun too. We don't want to be sitting at the booth the whole day. So no, that'll be a lot of fun to do that. And again, we're going to come up with more ideas. No,
They're going on Double D's channel real soon here, but don't put them through that. They don't need to know who Jay Scott is.
Yeah.
He's just his biggest claim to fame are his nostrils. That's it. Just no, don't put him
correct,
through that.
correct.
Next,
We're like I said, we look forward. We met Double D, him and Greg Gillsby. Again, there were a ton of great people that were there, and they were great to talk to. And we're going to do things in the future. And Double D wants us to come on and wants to do more. And he was talking about us, and I popped in the channel the other night, but I had more work. We were working on ABA, Arduin Bloody Arduin development. So I wanted to say hello. We're going to connect with a lot more people and move forward. And again, the Harbinger edition, like I said, that's be our big thing. But it's exciting with all these new relationships with new and old friends that we want to do. And we'll have exciting news, like I said, coming down the road. One hint is the circle will be complete, and you'll know more of what that means down the road. Again, just a lot of things we want to do, here and connect with people and promote. I like I said, we love the relationships and the people we work with and the new people that we meet. And again, there was a lot of great people that we talked to at the convention, and other vendors who were wonderful. There was a lot of good guys that were there at the convention, guys and gals that were there. And hopefully I'm probably forgetting people, but good God, they were just all great. And, make sure, to talk about them. And again, they were all friendly. They helped us. Dale was there, another vendor, Brian from Blue Cabuto, and his partner, Dave, I forget his name, that was there. And Jason Vey was real nice. He let us borrow some clamps for our rack system. And, he was really cool. And just everybody we talked there, Joseph Block, everybody that was there was just great. And again, I apologize if I'm forgetting somebody. I don't mean to do that. I really don't. But it was just great coordinating and connecting with everybody. All of Roger's staff and his wife and his kids and everybody on the staff there that was helping. Jason, Andrew, Joe, just every person that was there, and meeting new people. So, and Bloodsworth, DM Bloodsworth, it was great talking to you. Again, I know I'm going on, but it was just wonderful. What a central point for people to get together, and game and enjoy. So that was our big thing. And again, it's real important, all those relationships and what we're going to do. And we're going to help everybody. Like I said, a rising tide lifts all ships. And we believe in that. So, and again, some of the old faces, Eric Tenkar and his wife Rachel was great to see again. So
they were quite impressed with everything. I saw them earlier this evening, and they had a blast. Rachel had a blast. They even mentioned the food at one point. I don't know what that was about.
The hotel, the venue's awesome. Shadow, they do a great job. The Burnstone Inn, they're fabulous. It's great. Yeah, and the hotel holds the convention, so you don't have to travel. Shadow, once you're there, you go from your room and you're right at the convention. It's great. We didn't leave the convention once we got there. It was beautiful. Not until we had to leave Sunday night. So it was absolutely terrific. Just, again, can't say good enough things about it. Just terrific with all the people there. And again, everybody. I want to give another shout out to Rich, who was the game master for us from Buffalo, and Josh, who helped us. Josh Josh put together all the cards and the swords for the give out on Friday night, and Roger's staff handed them out, and they did a terrific job. but Rich did a tremendous job running the Arduin games and all the work he put into with the adventure he built. So, but
Okay, off grid. I expect my golden invitation. Uh, Toot sweet. It's gonna be a
well,
hard choice, man. If I could only pick 21, yeah, that would be a tough choice, man. Tough choice.
we yeah, and just so everybody knows for future, we are still working on ABA Arduin Bloody Arduin development. So
Mhm.
that's always in the works behind the scenes, always behind the scenes. And we're more than happy. Thank you, Roger, for that with ABA. I really appreciate it. We are always happy for feedback. Please let us know how we can improve. Let us know how you thought of the game, the cards, the swords, the miniatures. We're always good to take feedback because we always try to improve things. So if
Oh yeah,
there's something,
they will take your good ideas and they will run with them. Trust me. They know a good thing when they see it, and I mean some of the stuff they've put out recently. Just wait till you see the stuff that's coming. It makes all this stuff you've seen. Uh, it pales in comparison. When you guys see the other stuff, oh my god. The rest of the industry is going to have a hard time keeping up.
yeah, no, it's tremendous. You know, just like I said, absolutely tremendous with everything. You know, Greg Gillespie is always great talking with him too. Like I said, everybody, you know, Double D with his wife and Greg, you know, there too with his girlfriend and everything. It's just tremendous talking with everybody that they're all the people, the attendees, and all the players in the game. Shout out, Rich had some people from Buffalo, Adam and Robert and Amanda, who came to the convention and played. It just
Which
it's an
figure?
excellent, and a shout out to the Buffalo people. Thank you, because there was a contingent who came out, and I'm glad they're supporting
This one?
Roger with his convention in Utica. You know,
What
and I know
figure? What figure's
Canada, like
moving?
I said, Canada, you know, and I know we get a bunch of people from New York City and stuff from that side. So just just tremendous. So like I said, we're more than happy to work with a lot of good people, and they're good people. Those are the people we want to work with. So just great. And
Oh yeah,
the
The
future is
Mexican
bright
flag.
with what we're gonna do.
pins, patches, stickers, um, baseball hats, you name it. I was saying, I've seen custom Zippo lighters that you can put the little metal thing that the spot weld here, stuff like that. There's so many little things, you know. I mean, it, you
Um,
name it. If there are places, there's some of the like T-shirt places like Teesprings. They'll print up shower curtains for you. I
Oh.
expect to see those next. I'm not kidding. I've seen them. I've seen them.
well,
It's I don't know why, but
Shadow, I will say this: we do have some other ideas, and I will say, um, we've been pretty good at being, you know, in front of the eight ball when it comes to swag and different things. I didn't know how the heck we were going to top the back scratchers, which are still very, you know, very, very popular, which I'm ready to use one now.
oh yeah, mine's become
Very
my
popular.
you know how
But you
my
know what?
go ahead.
But you know what? This man right here came up with the swords, and the swords. I think DM Bloodsworth called them the coolest swag that he had ever seen. And again, I was like
Yeah,
stunned. And
I
again,
mean,
they're super
what
cool.
other con hands out deadly weapons? If you go to a knife show, you don't get knives. You don't. You go to the gun show, you don't get knives. You go to an RPG con, you get freaking swords. Just saying.
You get swords.
My back scratcher has become my doggy door opener, because he likes to come and go, and without having to get out of my chair, it is the perfect tool to open up that door so he can come and go. And I gave one to the wife and I gave one to the boy, but the rest are mine. And I'm sure
Yeah,
that one's going to wear out someday, and I'll need another one. Um, I'll be
exactly.
buried.
And
I already figured it out when I'm buried in my sarcophagus. I'm going to have two crossed like this, like the pharaohs. Instead of having that onk and that weird thing, it's just going to be two Arduin back scratchers. I've already got the beard going.
that'll be cool. That'll be cool. Hey, and you never know the things we might come up with.
Guys,
So,
we
you know,
now have
um,
to set the bar a little bit higher. And now all of our imaginations are just going to start like spiraling out of control. It's like, yeah, hey, have you come up with the microwave oven yet? I need the Arduin microwave oven for my break room.
yeah, the microwave. How about
Easy
the
bake.
Arduin toaster? You know, the Arduin toaster, good for toasting, burning your players in a game.
And then the bread comes out with the Arduin crown stamp on it, like the Mickey waffles.
Yeah, you never know what the next thing will be, but we're gonna try to keep being imaginative, and again, come up with new things.
Guys,
The only thing we'll do is we got to reconnect with Roger after next week, and we're gonna have to find out
see,
what the movie is for Friday night. Okay, Roger. So we're gonna have to find out what's going on so we know what's happening.
if it was me, it would be Beastmaster. I love that movie.
That's good.
I've seen it
They were
500
on a live
times.
stream a few days ago, and they were talking about that.
It's just such a cheesy, corny, but awesome movie at the same time. It used to be on the HBO channel, which stood for "Hey, Beastmaster's on." I literally saw it. There were days I saw it 4 times in one day on HBO. There were times I would watch it at my house and then go over to my friend's house and it was on again, and we'd watch it again while we were playing D&D. I know it's a schlocky movie, but you know, there's something about that, But I was gonna say, if you guys, if something terrible happened, or you just couldn't come up with any ideas or something, you guys have already made a mark on everybody you've met, with the things you've done and the things you've put out and handed out, like your freaking Santa Clauses, um, you guys are never going to be forgotten, just never.
Well, thank you, Shadow. We appreciate it. But
It's
everyone's been really
it's us who should be thanking you guys. I mean,
Yeah, thank you.
I have a long mental list of people I know. You have just said no, 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 no. Keep your money. We'll send you shit. That's how we met. I mean, I've told this story before. I was looking for Arduin miniatures. I thought Arduin was dead in the water, a long gone thing. Just I was the only guy. I found this place called Emperor's Choice. I wrote him a letter. Hey man, I want to buy some stuff. I think you guys asked me for my address. I was like, I want to buy some stuff, and never heard back yet. Well, I mean, I did, obviously. I didn't think anything of it. A couple days later, I opened my door. I swear to God, I almost had a heart attack because I almost tripped over like 3 boxes, including this weird triangle box I'd never seen before. All priority mail, the red, white, and blue postal boxes full of stuff from this place called Emperor's Choice. I didn't even remember who you guys were, and I thought, like, what did I do? Did I win some, lottery or something? I start opening it up and it's Arduin stuff. They sent me they just said one of everything from the store. Kid you not. Stuff I had already, stuff I'd never seen, stuff I'd never heard of, maps, all this stuff that I never knew existed. And then I tried getting a hold of them, nothing. Couldn't thank them,
yeah.
nothing. Kept trying, and then about 5, 6, 7 years later, I forget how much it was. We're back. It's like,
Seven.
hey, remember me?
Yep.
You sent me a bunch of crap for no reason. Come on my show. It's like, and it was, and Jackie was there. He was like, oh my gosh, look at all these cool minis, Dad. Like, yeah, let's go paint some stuff. The first thing we painted was the Gray Horror together, and that was so much fun. Um,
Yeah,
It's a good piece.
we it is, and I want to say, Shadow, to that point, it was 7 years, and we're going to be telling that story again about the history of Arduin and M Cho. Again, we're going to be going on some live streams, and I know RPG Pundit is going to have us on in July too, and we need to talk about Arduin, and he wants to know the history and everything with us. We were out of the industry for 7 years due to a lot of circumstance, and we came back in
Stronger
2021.
than ever.
So for this, so this was kind of a get brush off the dust, get back on our feet, and get back into it. It is a comeback story. One of the greatest compliments we ever got was from Eric Tenkar, who said, guys, when we told him what happened and us coming back and said, guys, you never see people who disappear from this industry. If a property ever comes back, it's been new owners, it's something completely different. You never see the same people come back with the same stuff, with the same property, and they go back at it. And Dave and I really were heartfelt. Thank you to that from Eric saying that, because it meant a lot. There was a long road for us to get to that point. So I just want everybody to know that. And that's hence why it's part of our passion to just go all out, for everybody when we can. So, and we're going to continue to do that. We're not changing. We can't change. It is who we are. And we'll keep going. And again, everything we're trying to build and work with people, it's almost like we're building Arduin multiverse. And you know what? Everybody matters in the Arduin multiverse. So we're going to work together with great people and just bring some really cool gaming stuff to everyone and enjoyment. We want everybody to enjoy, the hobby and the game industry that we all participate in. So just want to let everybody know that.
Yeah, thank you.
And again, we're thankful for the opportunity. So, but
Anything I can do to help, guys, you just say the word. You know me.
oh, absolutely. No. Everybody, you know what? Everybody's been thankful. The outpouring lately has just been tremendous. Really just tremendous. So anything we can do to help people, like I said, we have all those new sponsorships we're doing, and we're going to help everybody. And like I said, move forward with things. And we can't wait we're going to come on DM Bloodworth's channel in August. And we're going to come
he invited me to show up
here
as well.
And we're going to be coming on Game Master Rogers. We have a lot going on this summer.
Well, hey, be careful. Be careful. I mean, you got to get back to the grindstone and get ABA out. Arduin, bloody Arduin, man. Just saying.
Yeah,
I've been waiting.
We're gonna. That won't end.
50 years, 40 years now. So, I mean, I've only got so many decades left on this planet. Before I have to, fake my death and find a new family. And if they're looking for me, they're gonna see you guys, and
it's all good. The 50th anniversary of Arduin is next year, so just to let everybody know, 50th anniversary next year. So
I hope you get that chance, Cal. I probably won't because my boy is a little slow on that. He's only 18, not even 18 yet. So
hey, Roger, have a good night. Thank you for everything.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I just got done watching Italian post-apocalyptic movies in my backyard today. Nice. Ice Pirates. I've never seen that one.
It's a goodie.
It's a goodie.
I hear good things about it, but I was trying to think of movies that are like that sort of encapsulate the sort of Arduin spirit. And I know Beastmaster came out, I think, after Dave passed away, or maybe not. It's close. Um, but I was thinking, maybe Wizards.
Wizards is cool.
You
Here's
know,
I don't think
an,
I've seen that.
another goodie in line with
or
Ice
Fire and
Pirates.
Ice.
Yeah,
The things that Dave could have seen is what I was getting at.
correct,
Oh,
correct, correct.
That we know or could extrapolate influenced him. And Arduin.
A couple things to go along with Ice Pirates. There's another movie that's along that vein called Your Hunter of the Future.
yeah, I already wrote that in the comments.
Oh, did you? That was another one.
Yeah.
And just to let you know,
Take
Shadow,
care, Roger.
Dave Hargrave um, did know Beastmaster. Why? Beastmaster was a class in Arduin, and guess what it mimicked? Exactly the Beastmaster from the movie.
Okay. I forget when it came out, but it makes sense. I mean, because he could have got it from Hyro's Journey, that story, which is what I think Beastmaster the movie was based on, or was it that other one? Cal, do you remember?
Beastmaster, the original came out in 1982. The
Okay, so
Beastmaster.
he saw it.
Yeah,
And if he
absolutely.
didn't, what the hell was he doing with his life?
Yeah,
How could you miss that one? I mean, if you were alive in '82, you probably knew somebody who had HBO, and you probably knew everybody else who had HBO who was tired of the damn movie by then.
yeah. No, exactly. But like I said, a lot going on, Shadow, with us. So, um, really a lot of good things. So I know there was a lot to go through everything,
No,
but we
man,
wanted.
we talked, and I wanted everybody to see all that cool stuff. And I know not everybody, especially in this economy, can go out and do that stuff. But birthdays are coming up, Christmas is coming up. There's this stuff. Some of this stuff isn't going to be in stock for a while, but there's some cool stuff. Instead of giving your money to companies that don't know your name, don't know you, here's a company that goes out of its way. To try and remember everybody they meet, and shake the hands of everybody that buys their products at least once in their life. A lot of these people let their with perceived success go to their heads, and uh, this isn't uh, this is about a love of the game, not love of the money. You know,
Correct.
there's no shareholders. You're never going public, and if you do, I will buy all the shares until I'm a secret part owner. So don't ever do that. Just keep it in the family, and just do it your way.
Shout, I want to do a shout out there to Jeff. With I like that Hargraves Harbingers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. Maybe that'll be a new ambassador program for Arduin. So another thing we
Do
can,
we get? Do we all get like matching sights and hoods to go with it? Or is that can that be a thing?
yeah, who knows?
They
It'll
have to
be
be red. They can't be white or anything. Just
correct.
like red
No,
hooded cloaks and
correct.
sights.
The Harbingers will all be part
Or
of the.
black and yellow would be pretty snazzy. Black
Yeah,
with yellow trim, and
you never know. It'll all be part of the Arduin multiversal
I do like
ambassador
that. Who
program.
coined that phrase? Space Hunter, Space Hunter. Who coined the Hargraves Harbingers?
Uh, the bad
Oh,
news
Bad News Bards.
Bard.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Jeff.
like that a lot. I do like that.
Yeah.
That is
You
very
get. I
cool.
award you one experience point. I missed so many movies, guys. I was serving 20 to life, and no, I just didn't watch a lot of TV and movies growing up. I was busy doing things,
You know what?
playing
Um,
games, and just not a big TV or movie guy. You got to remember back where I came from and grew up. Going on a date like almost never meant going to the movies. It just meant going to somebody's house, fooling around, things like that. Not really going out. that make any sense? So, not
Sure.
because we were poor, but because we just wanted to, do other things.
And I was just gonna say, I really like the idea of patches that we could do. We'll have to talk
Mhm.
about that,
They're
Dave.
not hard to come by or do.
Oh,
What I do recommend though is that you do as many as possible and make them as limited edition as possible. So that's like Pokemon, and you got to collect them all.
yeah. No, we'll have to come up with some ideas, but
So
I
so we
know
can like catch up to the battle vests.
yeah,
You know, uh,
Roger and Greg Gillespie, I know have vests when they DM, and I think others do. So it'd be cool to
I would be wearing mine, but then it covers up the Arduin thing, and I'm like, no, everybody knows I
no,
got my.
no, 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 I hear you, but we can come up with something with the Hargraves Harbingers and have a patch people can put on
Well,
the
it's
vest.
got to be the full back biker logo on the back of the vest. Take up the whole thing. Remember back in the '80s, the jean
Oh,
jackets,
yeah, we
Yeah.
could we could do it like a motorcycle gang. So it's
right?
and I know the picture. Oh my God, I know exactly the picture we can use. It's a piece of new artwork. I'll talk to you after, Dave, about it. I know exactly what we would use for it too.
The only one I had was the flying Icarus from the Led Zeppelin. I still got the patch. It's about this big, but I never put it on a jacket because I didn't know which jacket to put it on. But they're not as expensive as you think, and just saying, for the folks who have
Cool.
you know
No,
ride
we'll
or die
have to
kind
talk
of thing.
about it. Absolutely. No, I can see us.
You don't worry,
Absolutely.
off grid. You know where we stand.
Yeah. No, exactly, Jeff.
Wizards of the
Exactly.
Coast makes Taylor Swift music. D&D. OSR is more like Black Sabbath. You're damn right. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. No, ours is going to be more, what do you say, Dave? Dio and stuff like that. That's our theme.
Yeah.
So,
mhm.
no, exactly. That's great
Off grid.
ideas, guy. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about, is to partner with people and come up with great ideas.
International, buddy.
So,
International, man. You'll just head up the Canadian chapter. It's cool. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. We need
yeah,
reps all
the
over.
Canadian
Um,
chapter. Yeah, him and Greg, could be the Canadian chapter.
okay, and he's got good advice. If you make patches, give the option for hook/loop and iron on. Yeah, because some folks won't. They'll just want to go the iron on route. I'm more, you know, hook and loop and have somebody sew it in there and.
Absolutely. No, Dave and I, we're good at digging into stuff. So it'll be really cool. It'll be really cool. We'll come up with something. We'll come up with something 100%. So,
Another 1%.
yeah,
Rocker, the original. Rocker is
yeah,
the horizontal top patch. Okay.
yeah,
You know what, guys? That is absolutely true. Over on DM James' show that and elsewhere, I'm the big hipster because I like stuff that kind of goes out of its way to stay underground, which is the spirit of Arduin all the way back in the day. Nobody knew who it was. The game store was full of stuff, right? But off in this one little corner with these little digest, parchment books, and those in the know knew and grabbed them up because
yep,
of all the stuff from all the games and all the stuff in the '80s that the other dungeon masters that worked at the Unicorn's Lair alongside me, mind you, they were all like 3 and 4 times my age, but I caught on quick. There's like, hey kid, check this out. This is the shit. Okay, this is the good shit. I grabbed my first book and I'm like, oh my god, this is like this is before I had white box. I started with AD&D, went white box backwards. I'm like, this stuff is crazy. This stuff is like beyond next level for the time and for the thing, and it didn't try to be pretentious. It didn't try to be in your look at me. It's like we're okay sitting over here, reading our Arduin books and coming up with sneaky shit from a just mad scientist genius who looked at the whole game and hobby in a completely different way, not from medieval fantasy war games, but from all of the new wave sci-fi and fantasy that was part of his generation, and all the other things that he had seen not Vietnam, and all his other experiences that were you know obviously very different from Gary Gygax, but uh,
Yeah,
they met this weird place, and um,
yeah,
we've all been the better for it.
correct. He really did. He was unbelievable, unbelievable as a genius. And it's unfortunate he was only in the industry 10 to 13 years, and that was it. Very unfortunate. But we're gonna keep his banner alive and moving forward, Shadow, because that's what we do. That's
Mhm.
100% what we do, and we're going to keep introducing to new people, Arduin, and just keep it forward. I have to give a shout out for Jeff's wife. She played in the Arduin game, and it was awesome because she knows gaming, but she's not like a hardcore gamer like a lot of us. But she said it was the most enjoyable game out of the whole convention that they played in. And I just wanted to give a shout out there and say thank you. That's
Yeah,
tremendous.
thank you.
And it's great having somebody new who's never played Arduin jump into a game and enjoy it the way she did.
And every game from that point on will be judged by the convention.
Mhm.
Everything will pale in comparison. And I feel sorry for her until next year if she goes back to the con, because every game between now and then is just going to be a little less bright, a little less exciting. Unless she gets lucky and people start throwing her in worlds of Arduin.
Yeah, but no, I just want to do a shout out and thank you really a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
It
uh,
has, it has.
yeah, off
Awesome to
grid
hear that.
gamer, it has seen an unbelievable amount of stuff, and it kind of mimicked what happened with everything with us too in our lives, and it's just
Mhm.
there's something with Arduin that it's great, and you have all this a pedigree that goes to the beginning, the primal beginning of the industry, but sometimes there's a price to be had too for carrying the banner and carrying that
Mhm.
cross, which sometimes is Arduin.
Just
But
don't use the C word, man. Don't use the C word.
so, oh, really? They do. Yeah, whatever. They don't like that, huh? Oh boy. Well,
No, 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 no. I'm telling you, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no jinx in it, man.
yeah, no, exactly. But I'm just saying, no, it's good, Shadow. We've already paid the price. You know what I mean? And we were moving forward, and things are growing, and we're real happy with that. You know, so
You have every right to be proud of what you guys have done, and I guarantee you, God is my witness because He's standing right next to Dave up there. They're both proud of what you guys have done. You've kept the legacy and a thing alive that's brought so much joy and and aggravation to so many people, with all their dead characters and and broken dreams and missed opportunities, and adventures unlike any other game.
yeah,
So
no, thank you. We really appreciate it, and again, this is wonderful, Shadow. Being able to come on and talk and hang out with friends and new
anytime
friends.
you
Old
guys,
friends.
I'll kick DM James and Omen Owl off, no problem. If you need to come in, just let me know.
Hey,
But I
we
won't
don't
kick
mind.
off George is my bro. Um,
So, no, it's all
the
good.
other George.
So yeah, no, absolutely, and we enjoy talking with all of them. So
I,
anytime, we're more
I'm
than happy.
surprised
You
they're
know,
not here.
you know.
Just kind of saying, Omen, where the hell are you? You better be, bow, bow, bow. no other excuse, man. Um,
No,
and
no, it's all good. We're gonna have more opportunities, Shadow. This is definitely not the last time we're coming on here. We are
no,
gonna
no,
be
no.
on here.
I know.
You know,
And
absolutely.
I'm sure we'll have a long talk this week about stuff because I'm sure you guys got some great ideas tonight for things going forward. But write them down in your notebook, put them over to the side, and get back to the grindstone. Get back to Arduin, buddy Arduin.
Yeah.
Uh,
We,
'Cause
we got a lot coming up this week with
that's what
things.
everybody's waiting for the most. You
Yeah.
know,
After this week, we're gonna get right back on the horse. I mean, we're still doing stuff. Don't get me wrong, but this week,
yeah.
um, Chris is coming from out of town to visit a little, and we got some other stuff internally we got to take care of. But we're ABA is still moving forward.
Appreciate it, off grid.
That fire going, and we're just going to keep moving forward with things. So, um, we have a lot of good ideas, and we're going to start already planning for next year. We're already 1 to 2 years out with what we want to do. So we're just going to keep that going. But Shadow, again, this is tremendous. This was a lot of fun. Oh my God.
If you got anything else you want to talk about, otherwise, I'm going to call it a night here. The folks have been, very generous with their time, and I know it's 3 hours ahead of time where you guys are, and you
Yeah.
guys need a break.
Yeah.
Um, thanks again for coming on. Thanks for the gifts. These are absolutely Jackie is just gonna be blown a freaking way when he sees this stuff. But I wanted to say, you gave me 6 boxes of these cards. I am going to hand some of them out to friends of mine. I wanted to be a surprise, folks. You guys out there in the chat, don't be surprised if you get a little package in the mail. I'm not giving you any swords though. Sorry, those are mine. But
I would hang on to the swords. Those are not so readily available. So
no. Sorry. I might find a way to maybe I'll just do the 2 swords or one
oh
sword,
yeah,
handful of
like
swords,
yeah.
and the back scratcher. That way, I got my onk, and then I got the swords, like one pointing up, one pointing down. Like a mini Darth Maul lightsaber for my sarcophagus. I want to see if I can get Jackie to draw that picture. Old guys need to go to bed. Yes, Cal, and I got a game tomorrow. I have been working on it. Just Mega Dungeon coming up. Ooh. Um, for my Sunday night guys, everybody else out there in TV land, love you guys. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out and listening to you know the tales of CNY Con. I wish I could have been there, but unfortunately, it wasn't in the cards this year. But we will all meet one day somewhere and break some bread, roll some dice, and enjoy some games and good times together.
Thank you,
Very
everybody. Gail, everybody,
you.
Jeff, though, everybody that was on the stream. Thank you. We truly appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. Thank you. And
Anything I
Shadow,
can do, guys, always there. Anything you need, just say the word. Um, we'll talk this week, and everybody else, God bless. Enjoy your weekend. See you real
Thank you.
soon.